In this video, I'm going to reveal 17 companies that are always hiring for work-from-home jobs. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to share a secret way to earn money that 99% of the population has never even heard of. I'm also going to be sharing what skills companies are looking for and other insider tips so that you can pick the best company that aligns with your preferences and skill set. You know, it wasn't too long ago when I was in the same boat as you, frantically looking for remote work-from-home opportunities so I could keep up with rising prices. What's really annoying is the abundance of information out there that's not helpful at all. Most of it is super vague and useless. But after more than a year of researching and trying various side hustles and looking for ways to make money from home, I have come across amazing resources that actually work. And those are the resources I'll be sharing with you in this video. Working from home is one of the best decisions I ever made in my entire life because it allows me to just roll out of bed in the morning and get to work on my computer whenever I want. It saves me tons of time that would otherwise be wasted on daily commutes to work and also saves me a bunch of money. And of course, it saves me from having to deal with all the stress of going into an office and dealing with other humans. So if you appreciate me sharing this top secret information with you, go ahead and watch all the way to the end. And let's get into it with number 1 on the list, which is Working Solutions. Now, Working Solutions is only available to people in the US and Canada, but most of the ones I present on this list are actually going to be available to people all over the world. Working Solutions allows you to work from home as an independent contractor. They've won many awards for being one of the top 100 remote work companies, and they hire people from all walks of life. Whether you're a new college graduate who's getting their first job, or maybe you're retired and you want to make a little bit of extra money on the side and just keep yourself busy. The people that work for them are known as the Woohoo Crew. When you work as an independent contractor for them, you get to set your own hours and decide when you work and also how long you work. So if you're a morning person, you can work in the morning. If you're a night owl, you can work at night. They have over 150,000 people working for them right now. They most commonly hire people for call center positions, and you're going to make somewhere around $15 an hour. They have an estimator on their website that shows you approximately how much you're going to make. So if you work about 8 hours per day and 5 days per week, you'll make about $600 per week. And you will make more or less depending on the program you work for and the incentives. By the way, all these companies in this video have been pre-vetted to make sure they had positive reviews online. So rest assured, there are lots of positive reviews for this company on the internet. Now, I know that $15 an hour isn't amazing, but at the same time, if you're just trying to get started working remotely from home, this could be a great way for you to start earning some extra cash. The next one on the list is going to be one that is incredibly easy to start making money with, and that is going to be transcription, specifically with GoTranscript.com. So in this position, you're going to be listening to audio or watching videos, and you'll have to transcribe whatever is said, and you'll get paid around 60 cents per minute that you transcribe. In fact, you may even be able to speed this up using certain AI tools, and all you would have to do is double-check the final work. But don't quote me on that. Being a transcriber is actually super easy to get started with. It's another side job that you can do wherever and whenever you want. There's no timer to stress you out, and there's no one breathing down your neck watching over your shoulder. You basically just take jobs whenever you have free time, and most people do this probably once a month. That's why the average earnings per month is about $150. But some of the top earning transcribers make $1,200 or more. Keep in mind, people who do transcription professionally usually work for a bunch of different websites, so it's not like they're only making $1,200 per month. They're probably working for 5 to 10 different websites. One of the big pros here is they don't have any fees. You don't have to worry about that here. And another pro is if you're multilingual, you're going to have a massive advantage getting the best jobs. The next company on the list is Automattic. This company hires for all types of people ranging from engineering to design, sales to business development, marketing to customer experience, technical support, and business operations. They hire you for remote jobs, and you can work from anywhere. Now, one thing you want to look into when it comes to remote jobs is seeing if it's a remote job or a fully remote job. Because if it's fully remote, you can literally work from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. This frees you to live anywhere you want in the world as long as you have an internet connection and your computer. A fun fact here is they call their employees automaticians. They hire people from 70 different countries, and they hire for a ton of different types of jobs. So the pay is going to vary greatly. But from all the reviews that I read online, the pay is very competitive. Fair warning, Automattic has a more rigorous application process compared to most of the other companies on this list. But that might not be such a bad thing. fewer people will apply, and that makes it easier for a motivated individual to secure a job. The first step is application submission, then you would do a Slack interview, then a Zoom interview, and then you might be given some sort of aptitude test. For instance, if you're a software developer, you will likely do a coding test, and then you would have a short project, basically like a trial period. After that, there would be an executive lead chat, and then you'd have a final chat. And then after that, if all went well, you would get hired. The next one on the list actually ranked number 1 for being the best company that offers remote positions, and that is going to be Liveops. Liveops offers a bunch of different types of positions like retail support, healthcare, patient support, inbound sales, home delivery support, government support, and several others. They hire people from the US and they typically pay $12 to $17 per hour. All you have to do is click apply now, complete an application, you will have to do a background check, which costs around $24.99. Then you sign an independent contractor agreement. Then you'll have a variety of different programs that are starting every week that you can apply for. After these steps, you can join the Liveops Nation and start earning between $12 and $17 per hour. The next company on this list is a company that I guarantee you've heard of. It's one of the most valuable and most famous companies on the planet. And to my surprise, most people don't know that you can actually work remotely for them and that it's a very high-paying job. You can become an Apple Home Care Advisor. Now, Apple's brand is all about positioning themselves as a premium product that focuses on simplicity and user experience. That's why their computers and phones are much more expensive than their competitors, and this ideology carries over to their customer service. Apple wants to have the best customer support in the world, and so they don't just call themselves a customer service representative. They are Apple Home Advisors. Yeah, pretty fancy, but quality comes at a cost. So in order to have the best customer service representatives, you're going to have to pay them the best as well. That's why Apple representatives make around $32 an hour plus incredible benefits, well above what most other companies pay for the same role. In fact, some estimate that the benefits are worth as much as the salary. This position is especially good if you're familiar with Apple products. So finally, those yearly iPhone upgrades are gonna pay off. The next company on the list is Asurion. Asurion hires people for corporate, customer service, and supply chain related jobs. This one has really good ratings online, and they have over 19,000 employees in 26 different countries. If you visit their website, you will see that they have a lot of business-related jobs like strategy and planning and program management. They also have a bunch of sales-related jobs like retail sales associate, and they typically pay somewhere between $21 and $32 per hour, depending on the position that you're going for. As you can see, a lot of companies, even really big ones that have tons of employees, are hiring people for remote jobs. The reason for this is because it's actually really profitable for the company to hire remote workers. Having an office building is really expensive, so it's kind of nice to hire people for remote jobs where they are responsible for their own workspace. It's a win-win situation for all parties involved. The next company on the list is Concentric. Now, Concentric was formerly known as Convergys. They hire a lot of people for quality assurance or computer science-related jobs. They have over 300,000 employees in over 40 countries on 6 different continents. Their employees speak over 70 different languages, which is pretty cool. It's really easy to search for different jobs that they are hiring for, and applying is quick and easy. You basically just go to search and apply, and then you select the country that you're applying from. The next company on the list is going to be amazing for you if you're multilingual, and that is Geno. This is going to be a great way for you to start translating as a freelancer. You're going to have a very flexible schedule. It's not something where you have to do a full-time job or show up at certain times, and you can make pretty good money. Now, how much you can make is going to vary based on where you are, what kind of jobs you do, which languages you know, etc. But the salary for a job where you translate something to English is about $417 per month. Now keep in mind, a lot of freelance translators work with 5 or 10 different companies, so that might not seem like a lot, but it's actually pretty good money. According to reports online, they make approximately $14 per hour. Of course, some languages are going to be more lucrative than others. For instance, translating into Chinese is $526 per month, while Spanish is $435 per month. Now, according to Glassdoor, Geno translators make about $4,451 per month on average. But also keep in mind, translators typically work with a bunch of different companies, and it can often be pretty tough to get jobs when you're just starting out. The next one on the list is another transcription service, which is GMR. Transcription is super easy to get into and super easy to start making money. It may not be the highest paying, it may not be super flashy, but it is easy for you to actually make money online. GMR does transcription as well as some translation, and they say on their website that their transcriptionists and translators make around $1,000 to $3,000 per month. Now keep in mind, this is another one where you're probably going to have more opportunities and get paid more if you are bilingual. On the website, it says that you're typically going to make more money over time as you do more jobs, and you get more of a reputation for doing good work. So they incentivize people who do a good job over a long period of time. The next company on the list is a very well-known company, Enterprise. You can get hired as a call center representative. Enterprise has hired over 2,500 employees, and they work literally 24/7, 365 days a year. So there's always opportunities for shifts 24 hours a day, and they typically start off at $34,000 a year, with opportunities to advance up to $65,000 when you're a senior level employee. Now, one con here is they are a little bit limited in where they hire. At the moment, they only hire from the US, and even within the US, they only hire from certain states. The next company on the list is Datastacks. There are a lot of different jobs this company hires for, and they pay somewhere between $19 an hour for an inventory auditor up to $73.59 per hour for a senior graphic designer. This is another one of those companies that has really good perks and benefits. They have great health benefits, retirement, employee stock options, discretionary time off, and they even offer pet insurance. But those benefits pale in comparison to the next one on the list, which is Articulate. They literally say on the website that they have super benefits, and they actually make it on the list of Inc. magazine's best workplaces for 2022. They offer so many benefits, I can't even show them all at once in a list. They typically hire people for engineering, marketing, communications roles, and sales roles. They hire in many different countries, so the pay does vary greatly. Some numbers that I found on the internet were $134,000 a year for a business development role, $92,000 a year for an HR role, a lawyer was making $244,000 a year, and operations were making about $97,000. So this is more of a high-end company to work for. It's probably going to be much more difficult to apply to a company like this and get work right away, but it's also very lucrative, so I think it's worth it. The next company on the list has a lot of business development and accounting jobs. ABC Fitness. So they hire a bunch of different types of jobs. They hire customer service representatives, and you can see they pay around $17 to $19 an hour. The next one on the list is going to be another very well-known company, and that is Dell Technologies. I'm sure many of you are watching this video on a Dell computer or laptop. Dell Technologies hires people from all over the world, which also means that the pay is going to vary greatly. The jobs in the United States tend to pay somewhere between $40 and $150 an hour. Dell is one of those companies that pays really well and has good benefits. The next one on the list is 10up. They aim to make the web a better place by finally crafting websites and tools for content creators. They hire a ton of different creative, business, and technology-related positions. So for instance, account strategists are paid about $155,000 a year. Advertising operations coordinators are paid around $72,000 a year. And a recruiting generalist makes about $95,000 a year. This is another relatively high-end place to work for, which means competition will be higher. But that's not to say that you shouldn't apply. I would recommend applying to every position where you meet even 10% of their requirements. You only need to get accepted by one of these high-paying companies, and the more you apply, the better your chances will be. The next one on the list is a company that hires tech-related careers, and that is CleverTech. This is another company where your work is going to be fully remote. You can literally work from anywhere in the world. That's one of the perks of working in technology-related careers. It's very easy to get fully remote jobs, and so you can work in a country with a much lower cost of living than the US, such as the Philippines or Thailand. In countries like these, you can live like a king on $1,000 or $1,500 a month. And they say right on the website, tech talent does not limit itself to the West Coast, and neither should you. Now, when you're looking for a job, you can actually search for the jobs by the skills that you already have. So let's say you're really good at React, for instance. You can just click on React and you can apply to those types of jobs. So they make it really easy to find jobs that you are qualified for. Now, salaries are going to vary greatly, of course, but the average estimated salary at CleverTech is about $52 an hour. The next company on the list is another international company, and that is TELUS International. They employ 22,000 work-from-home or fully remote employees, and TELUS International is all about customer experience and optimizing it for digital brands. You can work from anywhere. They hire from many different countries. Of course, the pay is going to vary depending on the country that you live in, but the pay that I saw online varied from about $7 to $82 per hour. While all these jobs could be a viable way to earn some extra income, they often require long hours for not a lot of money. I recently found a side hustle that is much more lucrative than any of these remote jobs. You can literally do this side hustle working only 5 to 10 hours per week, and it allowed me to earn an extra $1,000 just a few days ago. Click the link in the description to learn more.